section commander to be forward of his troops. So Roy, come forward right there. Good, perfect. Who's Decker on this side? Okay, so we're missing a couple of people, but as I said to you, unfortunately, I have regimental responsibilities. I got to go to a dinner tonight, so I'm not quite in my mess kit and spurs, but I will be shortly. Okay, so let's shape what's happened right now. Did everybody read the int rep?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Okay.
Affirmative.
Roger.
Okay, so in the int rep, what we know is that an attack is imminent. Everything we've seen, every indicator indicates a large-scale attack. So situation enemy, what it appears now is that we're going to see up to a battalion-size concentration of force against this camp. Clearly, we are not prepared for such a deliberate attack, and so today our main effort is to prepare. Friendly forces is our normal team. We've got one platoon, will be covering the north perimeter, and 3 platoon, who is on QRF and rest, are going to cover the south part of the platoon. Our mission, we will defend the COP. I say again, our mission, we'll defend the COP. Execution, intention. So my intention is we're going to basically use, everybody press map for a second, I'll brief you. Well, essentially, my intention is we're going to focus 1 platoon to the north, and 3 platoon will cover the bottom part of the U of the main part of the camp. In order to ensure that we control the space around here and to make sure that you're familiar with the terrain, since we haven't spent a lot of time in this general area, I'm going to be sending 1 section off onto patrol 1 and 2 section onto patrol area 2. The idea is that while you're outside the perimeter, I want you to understand where your fields of fire are, where there's issues, where there's concerns, so that you can understand your terrain around you. Concept of ops. We're going to deliberately prepare defenses. The platoon warrant, the ops warrant here, Warren Jorgensen, will walk you through the procedure for you to be able to gain engineer support. But essentially, if you look on the map, you'll see that our boundary for 1 platoon covers from the blue flag perimeter all the way through the perimeter. Basically on the right-hand side, you follow it up, goes all the way around to the front gate, and then that little piece that sticks out, all the way down back towards the bunkers, and there's towers. You'll be responsible for 5 tower bunkers. What essentially you're going to be doing is 1 section left, 2 section right. For lacking the Pearl's not here, I'll just give that direction now. Essentially, you need to understand your space. I want to basically coordinate all of the bunkers and all of the positions, and you can see whether you're satisfied with them or not. If not, you can build other bunkers and other defensive positions. Again, Warren Jorgensen will be your linkage to gain those engineer support. We're going to walk the perimeter. I'm going to identify some areas that I'm concerned about that I need you to focus in on. The threat, as we recall, are VBIEDs, dismounted infantry, indirect fire. So we've got to also build bunkers and other areas that we can protect the movement. Who just jumped in? Baz, that's good. So that we can protect the perimeter. And so this is quite important. So we're going to walk around and do a quick rehearsal. Coordinating instructions, timings. Warren Jorgensen will give you your timings for your patrols in and out once I leave. ROE is no change. Again, we got to positive identify the enemy. We've got a lot of buildings and structures around here. There's a lot of community. There's a lot of civilians. However, there's also going to be a battalion's worth of enemy attacking us. So we've got to make sure that if we're using high explosives, that we're cognizant of where the explosives are functioning so that we don't endanger the civilians in the area. Use of explosives will be controlled by the chain of command. Players are authorized. For support equipment and medical, we're going to have some designated medical facilities in the area here where we're going to concentrate and provide our medical care. I'll leave that to the platoon through the warrant where we're going to have our company casualty collection point and where our medical aid station is going to be. I'm authorizing you in terms of equipment 4 C6s and 1 C16 AGS. Any wire that you need, we should have enough sufficient stocks here. Your authorized command detonated devices like claymores, however, I'm directing that they must be inside the perimeter. They cannot be exterior to the perimeter. You're authorized to add additional lights as needed, and as well as use of trip flares. Essentially, your build plan that you'll put together will be coordinated with the engineers through Warren Jorgensen, and we'll do our best to facilitate adding what we can. I just want to be clear, you are not bound by current perimeter and buildings. What you're going to be spending today is understanding the area in front of you, around you, and determining and how you're going to tie in the defense of this camp. Okay. From a command six point, from a SIG's point of view, we'll use our normal SIG's procedures, and I'll have a tighter set of orders for us. But essentially, what you're doing, so orders end. What you're doing today is you're setting up your defense. We believe that in the next 12 to 24 hours, we're going to be attacked. So we've got to set up our defense, and sometime tomorrow morning we expect, or tomorrow midday, to be attacked by a battalion-size organization. Right. Roy, do you understand what I'm driving at here?
Yep, everything is clear.
Okay. Decker?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk the perimeter because I want you to intimately understand the boundaries. Everybody else can fall behind and listen up. I'll try to continue to talk, but I'm going to focus on talking to Decker and Roy. Okay? Come with me. Here's where one section ends and two sections starts. Okay? If you look straight north here, you'll see that we've got two more bunkers. Okay, again, you're responsible for those. We look to the right to the gate, there's another bunker. Okay, we're responsible for that. This is where I think you got to put some work. That's not the most defendable gate, and we know we got to deal with VBIEDs, vehicle-borne IEDs. So there's some things we can do. Jorgo, this is what Jorgo does for a living. He loves this stuff, so we've got to probably put in a chicane of concrete, just drive a vehicle into the camp. So there's definitely work that needs to be done. Let's go just to the edge of the perimeter. I'll show you there's some issues with the perimeter, of which there are numerous breaks and problems with it. And also notice we have gaps within the HESCO barrier that we have here. So clearly we've got to block up these HESCOs, and at the same time we've got to make sure we got complete wire coverage. My concern is we're going to have basically three types of attacks against us here. Infiltration, which will try to enter the perimeter covertly. VBI and tried to, be used to breach the perimeter to allow entry, and the use of indirect fire, both mortars, rockets, and the like. So we've got to defend against all three of those activities. However, as if you look outside, you can clearly see this is not the best and most defendable camp that was ever built, but we have no choice. We can't move. We got to protect our infrastructure. Okay, let's just walk down here.
Just keep your eyes open for any hostiles, any weapons. We're going to be looking for possible weak points in our defenses. Like, this is a defilade. We're not going to be able to see people approaching very well from this other side of the road. You gotta think like an enemy to be able to defeat the enemy.
Faz, why don't you walk instead of combat pace?
There's so much defilade, what the fuck?
Hey! Brother, are you whispering?
I was. Anyway, I've got like 10 mags on me, so like 300 rounds. Oh, 3. I've got 2 heat and 1 HE. It is. What?
Hey, Roy, you got a compound up there on your right that has a girl in it, and that I think looks to be a civilian.
What's the radio frequency we're using?
What's that?
What's the radio frequency?
288.
Jesus.
What? 280?
288.
288.
We're moving towards you, Roy. so you got the compound with the Earl and the civilian. You got that, Neto. What else you see out there?
A bunch of trees.
Alright, cool. Fall back in.
Roy, we're getting.
We're in contact.
I see explosives boxes.
Inside the building, I counted one that was in the doorway. Looks like he moved.
Watch crossfire, watch crossfire.
Roy, I'm gonna move up onto the upper level of the compound across the road.
Yeah, it was a mortar team in here.
Glassing on me. Glassing on me.
I'm on your.
One man down.
1-9er, 1-1. 1-1 Alpha is in contact. We have ×2 wounded. We have ×3 EKIA. Position is still grid 027, 086. T-pad 4 compounds to the left, to the west over.
Fuck, I thought there's a contact on the roof. Buddy over there with the whole unit.
The other side of the wall. The other side of the wall. Shit.
1-9er, 1-1 Alpha. We're still in contact.
Got him, Butler?
No.
Right, we're coming back to you.
He's outside the
Oh,
compound.
one surrendered. Got an enemy who surrendered.
Zip time.
Contact. I'm crossing over. Ow, what the fuck? Oh, I walked in the fire like an idiot.
I'm hit too now.
Oh, and I'm up.
Okay, careful at surrender. It could be a suicide vester.
Yeah, hit my arm. I'm getting jerking on it.
I've got zip ties if we need to.
Copy.
I dinged him.
1-9er, 1-1 Alpha.
Okay, got you covered.
T-triple-C, additional at our position, over.
I think there's one around the corner still.
Is anybody actually down?
That guy just came from. I just saw someone peek around it.
Okay, got you covered. Check inside
Yeah,
the
I
building.
think the other team.
We'll just watch it.
Holy fuck.
Alright, no blood pressure, that's good.
Nado, as soon as you're able, get some elevation.
Can you get a chance? Can you give me some morphine?
There's a
I kinda
white
got
Jeep
shot a
parked
few
over here.
times.
Not a problem.
Oh yeah, I see it.
And a red truck. Oh, there's a guy laying down over there. Probably
Can we
slid.
get a head count of how many total EKIA we have?
Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll
go
go
to the
look.
car.
Copy, covering. Okay, I'm crossing over to you. What's
Nothing
that?
in the inventory. There's a red here.
Copy.
Someone's injured by the road.
Nothing in the red car either.
Copy.
Is it a civilian?
Got a guy laying down over here.
I think
a
so.
red truck here.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
As I was, there's 4 enemy combatants down.
1-9er, 1-1, send message.
Where you at?
Roger. 1-9er situation is as stands. We have ×3 EKIA. We captured 1 enemy mortar position, several ammunition crates. We have a military style vehicle here, and we do have ×1 PW, over. In that case, we're gonna move then. Alright, everybody open up your maps. We're gonna see, we're at the patrol 1 position basically right now in this little compound. We have lots of compound areas, so we've got 2 options. My personal opinion is we bypass all of these cluttered up areas to the northwest. We just skip north, stick to deflate as much as possible, and then we come up along the east side of the tower. So we've got some elevated ground we can check it out from. And then
Can
see
you
if
note
we
on the
can...
map where that tower is, real quick?
Yeah, it's the if you go in global. It's the black point.
Gotcha, I see it.
The only thing that scares me about that is the possibility of getting three-way fucked when we come up between those three sets of compounds.
Well, just hold
Yeah,
the
but
trigger
if we
down, we'll
move
maintain.
north, we can break off a 2-man or 3-man team to go into the north side of this compound here.
Yeah.
We can take a minute, clear out the south side here, and then have you guys triangulate from there, cover westward while the two other groups move, and then we can do a section attack if we have to attack that compound.
Wait, I'm just throwing this question out here, Roy.
Yeah.
If I blow that tower up, it'll be gone when we actually do this thing, right?
Let's stow that idea when we get to the first compound and we have the MG team reporting on what they see. Let's not scrap that idea, but let's definitely
I mean, I've
stow
got
it.
heat loaded. I'm ready to fuck some bitches.
Let's keep safety on, Buckaroo.
No, it's off.
Let's gear down, Big Rig. Let's get ready to move. Oh, what the fuck, West?
285. Who's got small arms?
You want us
medic.
to wait for you
What's that?
guys?
People are showing up
and
at
then
the house.
catch up?
If you saw contacts, call on the radio. What'd you say?
Got contacts. 285 on the tower, currently facing us. He's got small arms.
Oh yeah, see. Roger, I see him.
Butler, no.
What?
Butler, put it away.
Fucking tit. I hear another vehicle.
Who's going to the compound with me?
Butler, we can't blow up the tower.
Range is 331.
Yeah. In the tower, I see two contacts with what look like Dragunov sniper rifles, as well as a radio.
Alright, Nado, you're gonna have to get a position where you can lay suppressive if we have to move in on them. Hill, get your guys in a position where you guys can move. You're closer to the tower than we are right now. Try to lay out of sight. I'm gonna take my group. I'm gonna move north through the bush so that we can have a pincer and move on it from two areas so the Dragunov can't really pin us down.
That's a solid copy, Roy.
I don't have that set. What key binding is it?
You're going to custom and set
I got
action 1.
steel. Where's Faz?
Yep. He's coming.
Coming down.
I got one extra enemy.
Oh.
Okay, you guys are seeing.
Alright, 289.
Oh, yep, taking fire.
Yeah, that's the machine gun tower position.
Yeah, we're taking fire.
Yeah, that's a Dragunov. Watch out, it's a sniper.
We're good to go on that pincer maneuver, Roy.
Go, go, go. We're already pretty much at the tower. We pushed in hard.
Double timing.
I'm returning fire.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
Oh, is there no way out of here?
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
Alright, we're moving in from the
There's a gate here we can get out on.
north side.
Yes, gates. Let's go.
What?
I
Oh,
hate this
okay,
building.
another
I've
gate.
got them suppressed.
Where the fuck did...
There's enemies
How do we
inside
get
the
out of this
compound as
bitch?
well.
What the fuck?
Here, two on the tower are down.
Oh,
Alright,
fuck,
check
we're
fire,
stuck in
we're
a
at the
maze.
gate.
I climbed the wall. I'm inside the compound.
Fuck, where the fuck?
Inside.
Everything's in... What the... What the fuck? How do we get out of this fucking thing?
Come here. This way, this way.
This way, this way. Faz,
Yeah, let's just
shield-
get out this gate
Faz,
again.
Faz leads the way.
Where's,
Steel, we're southeast.
Alright.
Okay.
Do we want to wait out for him? Or?
Try to take him alive if you can.
Okay, then we can head west this way.
We're
Okay,
going
everyone's
to
here
the tower. Let's go.
Copy.
Yeah, this guy is super fucked up here.
Is that one of us on the tower?
Yep, that's friendly. That's Butler.
Your saviors have arrived.
Alright. Charlie team, I want you guys to cover south, southeast. That's your sector. Ogden, tag along. We're gonna go get a sip rep from
Copy.
squad lead. Is Roy down?
Actually, I'm gonna go back up there and see.
No,
what I
that's
can
that's
do.
that's an enemy.
That's an
he's-
enemy?
Yeah, he's zip tied though. We're trying to patch him up.
Oh, he doesn't look zip tied. It's freaky.
1-9 or 1-1. 1-1 Alpha has entered the base perimeter. We're
Infiltrated.
assuming engineer operations. Over.
The gun daddy has arrived.
Oh, look at this place now. Shit.
Oh, I know where
Alright,
I'm going.
guys, gather around here. We're gonna wait for a briefing from 1-9er.
Dude, when this kicks off, I'm going right up on top of that building.
Oh.
Let's go. Walking pace.
Have fun, two
Let's do
sections.
short range. Good luck, guys. Don't die.
I'm in the rear, baby.
One section. If you touch my fucking grenades, I'm gonna skin you alive. Yeah, we're starting to.
Okay. Yeah, you can.
Let's
get grenade
start
like they did
spacing
on
so
that
we can get out of there.
rooftop. You can probably build something on here. Yeah, they sent me their build plan. As soon as that's done, people would start building away.
Okay.
One thing you'll want to do is, probably in this horseshoe somewhere, build a mortar bunker everybody can retreat to for mortar cover.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna build the T triple C shack over towards the helipads, just so it'll be a hardened bunker that we can then immediately bring people to helicopters.
Or actually, you guys can just spread out from here and just go straight to your objectives. Start going down the line from the 1 platoon mark on the map, just south of us, all the way to the gate, this entire horseshoe. Start IDing positions that need to be fortified, what needs to be there, and start giving me a list.
What?
Copy.
I actually have an idea for something.
Klaus and I are gonna remain on overwatch on the front gate.
Okay, I'm gonna mark this down. So 1, 2, 3.
Hey, Ogden.
Hey.
How are
I'm
we
taking
supposed
small
to be,
arms fire north.
how are we supposed to be marking these? Are we
Right now I'm just writing them down.
okay, right on.
So
You got eyes?
5,
I'm looking.
5, 6. Okay. Oh.
Negative, but I see smoke from the north.
No eyes, but there is a compound to the northeast that's got a lot of smoke coming out of it.
5. 4, 5.
The trees are too thick here.
So right now,
so you
Roy,
guys
I've
make up a
found
list of
7 holes in the HESCO that we could replace with, I don't know, like 3 height sandbags, and then I've got 10 holes in the fence.
There's a lot of trees
Which would
here at the
probably
front.
also be
Kids will
sandbags,
nice to
3
get
high.
down.
Alright, sounds good.
And then I was thinking maybe with the
I second that.
with those bunker things over there, I don't know if we would do this with everyone or just one or 2 of them or whatever. But like they have over with that outpost over there, we can make a ramp on top and then put a little outpost thing up top, so we'd have a higher ground on those bunkers there.
Oh yeah, we can actually make flank.
That sounds good. I also want to fortify this building here. Put
Okay.
an M2 position up there. Put a C9 up there.
Okay. Yeah, we could either get a ladder or a ramp for up there too. That would work.
Car north.
Or make
Civ.
a ramp. That works.
Yeah.
right, Sedan?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty
Let's
wicked.
just. Are we allowed to start fortifying?
No, he has to make a plan, but I'm pretty sure those ramps
Platoon
are
net
good.
is pretty silent, Roy. Am I missing something?
This bitch.
I mean, that'll be 1-9er's call to inquire about. Oh wait, no. Thanks, Hill.
You're welcome.
Fallen, bro. They're in contact. I'm gonna get a contact report for you.
Man, they're getting hit pretty hard.
Two section, you guys have a tall building dead ahead of you. There's one on top of that.
On that, I think.
They're not on the same net. Ooh, someone's getting lit up.
Okay, so we have 10 holes that we ID'd. No line that we want to patch. We want to build an MG position up on top of that little one-story building. We want to build a fallback position inside the horseshoe. And we have a bunch of trees we want to take down.
Sorry, say that list one more time.
We've got about 10 holes we want to patch up in the line. We
Got a
want
vehicle incoming.
to build a
AT's prepped.
MG position on top of this one-story
White
building.
Vic, like
We want
069er.
to build a fallback position inside the horseshoe, and we also want to extend the
050.
concertina wire
Rolling up
to the
on.
corner. I'll
Yep,
show you.
he's
Hey
rolling up.
Roy, you got a Vic coming up the road.
Looks like a Civ, though. Looks like a Civ.
Do I
Yeah,
have
it could be
permission
a
to hit this car?
VVID.
It might be a suicide bomb.
Stand by, we're gonna try and stop it.
He's driving through our compound right now. He just ran down a fence.
Fuck.
I think it's an alive civilian, though. I'm gonna go check it out. Woo, spicy.
Make that 11 holes.
Does anyone check those enemies?
Yeah, definitely AI.
Yeah, no, that thing, that was a Civ with a fucking trilby on. It didn't fit the profile at all.
Yeah.
My bad. Alright, so all these holes that we have on the line, you guys are approved to start patching them up using your Ace Fortify. So if you don't know how, real quick, it's using your Ace interaction, then you scroll up Fortify, and you have a variety of different little options. You got your sandbag, wall, short round, long, etc. You got your planks, you can put down a little bunker. So our plan here is going to be to fortify all the holes in the wall. We're going to build a fighting position on top of the one-story building where somebody already put down some handy-dandy planks, thank you. And we're going to also build a fallback position inside the horseshoe here that we're able to defend to in case we have to be overrun from the line. Alright, any questions?
So we're rebuilding the fence? We're gonna be putting like sandbags or something down, or
Yeah, we're gonna be putting sandbags in the hole to patch it, basically. And then also where there's holes in the HESCOs, we're gonna be patching those up. So make sure you guys patch up the fences first, and then patch up the HESCOs on your way out, back inside the compound. We should be completely uninsertable.